is Drippin' and Drama Podcast. I'm your host, Genesis.
I'm your host, KP, and we are so excited to be dropping the first official
Yes.
episode of our podcast today.
That deserves a toast.
It really does.
We can cheers that to y'all.
Official first episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Y'all been waiting.
Very
Some of y'all
nosy.
been lurking. Some of y'all been twerking. Some of y'all been texting. Y'all been all on our bumpers. So now we here.
Yes, we're here and we're here to
So
stay.
now what y'all gotta say? We dropping that first episode, baby. We live. What's
Exactly.
up?
Tune in. Continue to follow our journey.
Yes.
Continue to follow, like, subscribe. We see
We
the
love the
comments.
support.
We
Love the
see the
support.
shares. So we appreciate that. Like Genesis said, we love the
Yeah.
support. So continue to be updated on our journey.
We're not in our 20s no more. We're not in our 40s. We ain't there yet, y'all. We still got
We're
some
not
time.
that old
Okay?
now. Slow down
But
now.
we're in our 30s, and I think it's the perfect time to start like a new endeavor.
Yeah. If you have an idea, jot it down. Go for it.
Two professional women.
Okay, yes.
But hold on, I'm gonna say this. Hold on, I'm gonna put these in. We look good to be in our 30s.
And you know we
Okay,
do.
good.
Yeah, shout out to the people who's in their 30s.
In my 30s, I will say this, KP. I do feel good being in my 30s.
That's lovely.
I feel like I've gotten to a point where I know what I want.
Okay.
You know, I don't hold back anymore. I say what's on my mind. If you don't like it, you don't like it. You know, I still keep it cute. I'm still professional. You know, I'm a
Yes.
corporate baddie.
Yes,
You
we
already
love
know
that.
I'm 9 to 5 corporate baddie.
And from home too.
I get to that bag.
We love that.
You know, I take care of my son. I take care of my man. I take care of my family. And I feel good to be in my 30s. What about
You
you?
sound
Twin?
good, twin.
I
You
know.
sound
I
good.
know.
Well, I mean, in my 30s, I'm feeling good as well. My background is fashion sales, retail, so I've done it all, y'all. I've seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But I'm taking a stand for myself. I'm finding that career longevity that I want to do. I'm taking a stand for my relationships. Shout out to my man. He keeps me happy 24/7.
Shout out to that man, baby. I know that's right. Hold on.
I'm trying to just enhance in all areas.
Uh-huh.
Where I live, car status, job status, friend status, everything around me.
Really brings us into the topic of the day
I
for
think
the
so
first
too.
episode.
It's very fitting. And with that being said, the first topic of the day is, what are we doing in our 30s?
What are we doing in our 30s? I think better yet, what should we be doing in our 30s?
And what shouldn't we be doing in our 30s?
Because there's a lot of stuff y'all doing that be having me confused. People in their 30s, y'all be having me concerned,
Yeah.
some of y'all. Some of y'all I be really concerned, KP.
And you know what? And it's not that we're concerned like, oh my gosh, they're out here just being crazy. No, we're trying to figure out like, what's the end goal? Where are we going? What's next? Are you bettering yourself? Are you surrounding yourself with people that are bettering themselves?
Yes.
It makes a difference on your circle.
You should be going up. Okay.
Yeah, always up.
We should never be, and that's not to say things don't happen. I get it. Life does happen. So
And it
that's not
does.
to take away from some people that have like things going on in their life because, you
We
know,
get
of
it.
course, there are circumstances that,
Yeah.
you know, can hold you back from certain things. Real with you. I do think there are some like basic, some general, I think, things you should be doing. in your
Please give us
30s.
the fundamentals.
I think the basic things. Okay, yeah. The basic things. Okay, yeah. Stability. That's gonna go over some of their head.
Okay.
We need stability, okay? And I'm talking about stability as far as what you are doing to make money.
Okay.
You know, like, I don't care if it's a career. I don't care if it's a job. I don't care if you dropped out of high school and you got you a good job. I don't care. I don't care if you got a career or a hustle. Whatever you're doing, you need to be getting to that bag.
Yeah.
You
stay
need
focused.
to be making money.
So I do agree. Whether, like she said, if you are working the 9 to 5 or if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, make sure you're getting to some type of bag. Nobody's going to hand you anything. As you see the state that we're in with our government, you're going to have to get it how you live.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean you have to go out here and be an Instagram model or be a music producer
Be
or
yourself.
be an artist. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
Use your strengths that you have and your skills that you already have and make that applicable to how you can monetize off of it.
Every month. In your 30s, I feel like you should be in a spot where you are able to meet your necessary bills every month.
Yeah, I want to do this versus that and that versus this. But at the end of the day, like, who's going to help you when you fall? Who's going to pick you up when you're at rock bottom?
Yes.
9 times out of 10, it's going to be yourself.
It's gonna be yourself.
And you're going to have to figure it out.
Yes. And we're talking about relationships,
Yes, that's a big
romantic
one.
partners, friendships.
That's a big
We
one.
need stability. We're in our 30s.
Stability with your friendships. Let's just
Hmm.
start on that.
Yes, please.
Stability in your friendships is a major thing
Hmm.
because when you're growing throughout these phases in life, you
Yes.
want to make sure you have a good circle around you.
Hmm.
Now, there's here to say that you might have situations where you've fallen out with friends, gotten back
Hmm.
cool, people that you just met in your life,
Yeah.
your college buddy, your high school buddies, your after college
Hmm.
buddies. Those are all different phases of your life. So
Hmm.
you need to find stability within those friendships if they're worth having.
Now, I will say this, like, that's not to say, like, if somebody do something or whatever, there are certain things that people do that cross the line.
Hmm.
So you're like, yeah, I'm done. I can't, protect your peace at all
Have
costs. Please protect
boundaries.
your peace and have your
Have
boundaries.
some boundaries.
However, we have to stop falling out with our friends in our 30s behind like every little minor inconvenience.
We're getting too grown.
I think you should be able to say what's on your mind to one of your friends, tell them how you
In a
feel
respectable
in a
way.
respect and yes, in a respectable way, and then move forward from there.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that because in your 30s, like, if you gonna keep falling out with friends and just be like, well, forget it, they said they said I wasn't doing what I was supposed to be doing.
No,
Get
seriously.
over it. Maybe you wasn't doing what you was supposed to be doing. Maybe you was supposed to be at work
Yeah, friends hold you accountable.
and you was at the
That's
bar.
stability. Friends hold you
that's, your, that's
accountable.
your friend. Yes, you should. I would want you to hold me accountable, twin.
Yeah,
If there was something I did, I would expect you to be like, you know what, that wasn't right, and you do. You
yeah.
call me out, and I call you out,
And it should go both
and it
ways.
should
You
go
should
both
be able to
ways.
have that conversation. That's where the stability comes in. It
Yes,
has to be equally yoked. And we say that in all forms, equally yoked in
yes.
your career, your romantic relationship, your
Mhm.
friendships. You have to be
Mm.
able to hear
You
people
got
out, or you're
to.
not going to be able to find that
Yeah.
stability.
No, seriously,
It's going to be a broken link every time.
that's a good point. You have to be able to hear somebody and understand where they're coming from. You don't have to agree, but you need to
And
understand.
you do have to listen.
Now, I will also say in our 30s, so our friendships, so we said hustles, careers, all of that, making your money,
Hmm.
get into your bag. We talked about friendships, romantic partnerships. I'm not saying you got to be in a relationship. You could be single, you could be married. I don't care what you doing.
Yeah.
Stop switching up your type in your 30s. Figure out what if you ain't figured out what you like in your
You got
30s,
to do the research.
maybe you'll never figure it out.
You
You know
got to
how
do
many
the
people I talk to
research.
like, yeah, she was cool, but that ain't my type no.
Figure it out.
You,
Figure it out.
you like them tall, now you like them short. Then
Figure it
you like
out.
them light skin. Then you want them brown skin. Now you want them with, I don't know. Figure
Figure
it
it out.
out.
Figure out your type in your 30s. We're not the youngest in the room anymore, and we're only getting older
We're only
by
getting
the second.
older.
We're
We're
getting older
only
by the
getting
second.
older.
So please figure out your type, whether that's your type in a person, your type of lifestyle, your
Please.
type of aesthetics
There
you
you
want,
go.
your
Yes.
type of fashion
Yes.
style. Figure out your type. Don't
Stop
keep
and
switching
stop
it up.
and don't be jocking people. Be you.
Yeah.
Like, I get that you, but stop being like, oh yeah, I like
And that's not to say you can't reinvent yourself.
right.
We're not saying
Be
don't
you.
ever do this, don't ever do that, don't try this. No, be you. You can always reinvent yourself, but know your type,
In
know
your 30s,
yourself.
you should not be still trying, like, get it. Yes, there's gonna be things that's gonna come up where you're gonna find something new about, I think, find out something new about yourself
All the
all the
time.
time.
But you
However,
have to
you should
pivot.
not be still trying to find yourself. What do I like? I don't like this today. The second thing I think that we should be doing in our 30s is investing.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Investing is a major thing as well.
there should be, your conversation should sound a little bit different.
Yeah.
We should be talking investing. We should be talking credit. We should, and
And
yeah,
there's a lot of
yeah.
lack in the Black community. We do know that,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't keep blaming that on that specific
Mm-mm.
time. We have to
Yeah.
take it in our own hands now, and we have to figure out our future and what our financial
Mm-hmm.
literacy is going to look like as well.
Yes, we have to be talking budgeting, your finances, setting goals,
Yes.
capital, profits. All of these things should be in your
Savings
conversation.
account,
Savings.
big one, savings account.
And that's not to say it should be perfect. Now, ain't nothing ever perfect.
But you got to start somewhere.
But credit, that is a big thing. If you have a good credit score, that's great for you.
But it's
and
not just about having a good credit score.
yes, it's about what are you doing? What are you investing in? Do you have property? Are you investing? Do you have collateral?
Do you have businesses?
Do you have businesses? Do you have LLCs? Do you have, degrees?
Yeah,
And that's,
some of those things matter, some of them don't.
yeah.
But it depends on what lane you're going in. You want to have your ducks lined in a row.
You want to have your ducks lined in a row. Yes, I would say profits. We got to be making some profits. It's okay to go to work and, but if you're just making that, of course, like I said, you got to pay your bills, but we should still be making some profits along the way
Yeah, have
in your
something on the
30s.
side. Like we know the economy is ever changing.
Mm,
So when you have a side hustle or you have that extra business, 9 times out of 10, you're setting yourself up for
you're setting
success in the
yourself
future
up.
because when everything else is crashing and you can make your business flourish, it's going to benefit you in the long run. And there you go, building that
Hmm.
generational wealth for your family, as we all bring up nowadays. We
Yes.
want generational wealth. We want generational wealth. Where there you
Got
go.
to
It
create
starts in
it.
the smallest way. You have to create it. You got to
Yes.
jot that idea down and make it flourish.
Yes. And that's not to say like, oh, if you're not doing these things in your 30s and it's like, oh, what are you doing?
No, we're
It's
not
like,
saying that.
those are things that you should be like really
Keep it on your
considering.
radar.
That's important to prepare for your future.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that you can teach people that are younger than us the same things that our parents tried to teach us. We
Mhm.
kind of are the last generation. Don't come for me, y'all. We're the
Mhm.
last generation that got some sense.
Yes, for
So we
real.
have to make it. We have to get it on our own.
We are the last generation. We didn't have Chat GPT
Yeah,
and
we didn't have that. We didn't have all this social
Google
media
Maps and
stuff and
stuff
all
and
of
all
this
of this
gadgets
stuff.
and gadgets.
Yeah.
Like we have to get it for
We
ourselves.
actually had to learn
Yeah,
the proper way.
yeah.
We actually had to do
We
research.
invested in our
We invested in
learning.
our learning. There
We
you go. So
invested.
that's what I like. Investing. That's not the yeah. That's a good one. Investing means investing in yourself ultimately.
Yeah, and it's not just financially.
Invest in yourself.
You can invest in yourself with your vocabulary, learning new words
Baby,
to
switch it
expand your
up. Change it
vocabulary.
up. Yes.
You can invest in yourself with learning a new skill or
Learn a new skill,
trade.
new
Go back to
language.
school, new language.
Hablo
It doesn't
español.
stop. You have a
¿Cómo
lot of
estás?
investments that you can do. You just have to pick one
You
that
gotta
you
pick
like.
it. Yes, you gotta figure that out. Okay, so those are like the travel.
On our
Did it? I
30s,
mean, it could be a little tight, as far as budgeting and trying to
but you
come up with a
can
plan.
make it happen.
Yes, because I feel like when you travel, it really gives you a better sense of like appreciation for
It
life.
does. It expands your mind
Mm-hmm.
culturally, physically, emotionally. You
Yes.
just get to see new things. As we all know, in each of our cities, there's more to St. Louis,
Oh
there's
my
more to
God, there's so
Chicago,
much
there's more to
more.
LA, there's more to New York.
Yes.
Why not go see things around the world that you've never seen or done
Open
and
up
be
your
able to come back
horizons.
and talk about those moments, express those experiences
Hmm.
that you have?
Yes, we need open minds. When I first traveled KP, I went to California and I was like, wow. And from that day on, I was like, you know what?
She's like, I'm never turning back,
I don't
y'all.
want to stop traveling because, like, yes, if you are in St. Louis or in smaller towns, you
Get
gotta
out
open up your
and
horizons.
see,
It's so much
please.
more to see than just St. Louis. It definitely is. But that opens up you to like you said, different cultures and
Yeah.
different ways of living and different
Different
ways.
music, food, experiences. Like I said, it's so many more things
Hmm.
than just the city that you're in.
Yes, and if you haven't traveled and you're in your 30s and you are not traveling,
Please try to.
please reevaluate some things. Like I said, that goes into your budgeting. Like put some money up for a trip,
It's not
plan
that
for a
hard to
trip. It's not that
budget.
hard.
It's not that
It's
hard.
not that
It's
hard.
the biggest of the smallest trips. Whether you want to
Hmm.
go overseas or you
I
want to
want
do
to go to
something in
Chicago.
state, just budget. And I promise you can make it happen.
You can make it happen. Okay. So I think traveling is really big too. So
Okay.
let me go back over this. Let me give y'all, we're going to act like we in school now. So we touched on a few points:
Yes.
stability
Yes.
in your 30s, investing
Yes.
in your 30s,
Please.
traveling
In your
in your
30s.
30s.
I love it.
And that's what we should be, what I think we should be doing. And don't come from me because I'm doing all of those things in my 30s. Okay.
And
So,
is.
yeah, that's why I'm saying I think that's what you should be doing in your 30s. But
Okay.
that's just me. KP, what you think we should be doing in our 30s?
Well, I don't mind if I do. But
Okay,
no.
30-year
So,
old.
what I think we should be doing in our 30s, prioritizing time.
Mm,
With that being said, Don't be late to
Y'all be so
everything.
late to everything. That's a
Look, and
pet
that's how
peeve.
I know she's my twin
That's a
because
pet
we literally
peeve.
just said, don't be late to everything.
Mm-mm.
Please don't be late.
Stop.
Start showing up to things
Yes,
on time.
please.
Okay, it matters in friendships, job
Mm.
ships, family ships.
Mm.
People pay attention to
Yes.
you being on time
Yes, they
because
do.
you're wasting their time if you're not on time. That's just how I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Prioritizing time, making sure you're setting time out for yourself throughout the day,
Yes.
making sure you're having time to meditate or read your Bible
Mm-hmm.
word, stretch, work out. Please
Mm-hmm.
prioritize that into your time because
Yes.
you're never going to get it back. Like I said,
Yes.
we're only getting older by the second. So please, every moment, make it count.
Make it
And I'm not trying
count.
to scare y'all. If you're not doing this, just
Mm-hmm.
start. It's the smallest little thing. Switch up
Mm-hmm.
your schedule in the day. Prioritize your time and put what matters the most first. And then everything else can follow after that.
Yes, like, cause in your 20s, I feel like you in that stage where you could be like, okay,
Right? You at
I used to
leisure.
be late to work in my
Lay back,
20s. You know what I'm
chill.
saying? I'd be late. They see me walking into work with a Starbucks drink. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying?
can't do that
Like,
no
dang,
more.
we was late to work, Genesis, but you had enough time to start with Starbucks. Yeah, and what?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
no.
2022 at that time. Yeah, I could do that. I'm in my 30s. I ain't got time to
That's
play. I'm not finna
unacceptable.
get fired or lose my
Yeah, that's
job.
unacceptable. You can't do the same things you were doing in your 20s and your 30s. So
Mm-mm.
prioritizing time, y'all, I'm getting tripped up in this word. Prioritizing time.
Prioritization.
Prioritization
Prioritization.
is a big thing
Big thing.
because not only are you showing professionalism in your life, you're
Hmm.
showing professionalism in your work life. You're showing people that you can be punctual. You're showing people
That you care.
that you care. You're showing people that they can count on you.
Yes.
So yeah, prioritizing time, I say that's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
And then next, motivation.
Ooh,
That
motivation.
follows right
Hey,
after.
motivation.
I'm done, Jeezy.
Better get on your job. Actually, that's T.I.
Oh, now y'all know I'm
Better
old.
get on your
I'm old,
job.
y'all.
Hey, motivation.
Okay, shout out to Ti. But yeah, motivation that follows for
It's
me
a big
after
one.
prioritizing time because if you don't have the will to get up in the day, if you
Mm-mm.
don't have the energy to make the best of your day and push through, yeah, I got the 9 to 5, I gotta go
Mm-hmm.
sell to these people, I gotta go serve these people, write up
Right.
these documents. You have to be motivated behind that. You have to know there's
Mm-hmm.
an end goal. You have to know why you're doing something.
Yes.
Don't just be going through the motions because you get tired out when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Know why you're doing something. Have a goal to get you motivated in the morning. Have
Yes.
your music that you put on that motivates you.
Mm-hmm.
Have your sayings or your certain scriptures that you read to
Some
motivate
little
you.
sticky notes,
Yeah, a little
some
sticky
little
note,
something,
anything.
anything that helps motivate you. Like,
Yeah,
we need motivation in our 30s
we do.
because,
Because it's getting harder.
yep,
It's
yep, and
getting
it's
harder.
getting
It's never getting
real.
easier. It's getting real,
What they
y'all.
say, when the age you turning this year getting serious, when you having fun,
Then
then
you
you
have a
think about
moment,
it,
you're
you
like,
like,
dang, it's getting
it's getting
real.
real. This is not, we not playing no more, y'all.
No, yeah, for real. So
Okay, so I
definitely
like that you said
motivation,
motivation and
prioritizing
prioritization.
time.
Okay.
And lastly,
Ooh, last but not
I
least.
have health. Y'all gonna hate this one because nobody wants to get
Ooh.
their health together. Everybody
Mm.
is like, oh, I'm in the gym. Oh, I'm working out good. No, make that something that's on your number one to-do list.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um it doesn't help if we're drinking all the sodas, all the alcohol, all the juices, all the unhealthy foods and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot, and not working out, not getting adequate amount of sleep. Like that all
Mm-hmm.
takes a toll on.
Like,
Yeah,
not worrying, like, really caring about yourself and really
yeah,
taking your mental health serious.
yeah.
Mental health is really important as well. Like, we can talk about physical health all day, but we got to talk about mental health too.
No,
That's important.
seriously.
You know?
It is. You got to get your mind right. Health in our community, it's definitely on the cusp because we have black men and women not understanding how to express themselves. People don't want to show their feelings because it's too sensitive. People
Yeah.
show too many feelings
Mm.
and then they're considered weak.
Everybody's
So
so
we
sensitive now.
exactly. But it's okay to be
It's
sensitive.
okay to be
It's
sensitive.
okay, but people are getting judged for it.
But
So
we in our
people aren't
30s,
taking
y'all.
that.
We gotta grow with them punches. You know what I'm saying?
You
We
do got to let
we
some stuff
90s
roll off your
babies. We
shoulder.
yeah, let some stuff roll up. Y'all be too sensitive in y'all 30s. Y'all be acting like
You gotta have a little
we
backbone.
gotta have
If you think about our parents that were in their 30s and when we seen them growing up into their
hmm.
40s, Our parents were strong.
They were strong.
Our
They
parents
were
didn't show
strong.
us
They
no
were.
sight of fear. They didn't show us any sight of stress. If they
No.
didn't have it, we didn't know about it.
They took care of that business, baby.
Yeah,
They took care of that
because they had what?
business.
Their health intact
Yes.
mentally. They
Mentally.
had to have it intact mentally because of the
Yes.
way they were raised and how they
Hmm.
wanted to raise their children.
Protect your peace.
Yeah.
Protect your peace.
And that goes into your health. And
Mhm.
again, with working out, you don't have to be in the gym 7 days a week. You don't have to be running
Mhm.
6 miles every day. Do a
Mhm.
couple of stretches in the morning when you wake up. The first things you guys see a dog and a cat do when they wake up in the morning
They
is
stretch
stretch.
them legs, baby.
Just
Stretch them legs.
stretch. That helps
And,
just by a
and I
long
would say
shot.
this: stop getting on your phone as soon as you wake up in the morning.
That goes into health too.
Like,
Please.
stop doing that when you get up in the morning. Because I find myself doing that at sometimes.
And we do have to
Like,
take
I
a
will
break.
wake
I
up and
do
be
as
like,
well.
let me check my phone, or let me see who called me. Let me check my email. Let me check my, social media, whatever like that.
It's not that
But
serious,
it's
y'all.
not that serious. I've learned to like wake up in the morning, to take a deep breath, to really like,
Thank the Lord for being woken up this morning.
yes,
Yeah,
and
having a
stop going
moment
to
of
them
peace.
devices.
Yeah, that goes a big part into the health because we're
Yes.
waking up, we're clicking into our phones. It's already
Mhm.
framing our mindset for the day, what
Yes.
we see scrolling, what's motivating us behind the post. Like it definitely does play a part. And that's for the people that say, like, social media doesn't take over me. I know social media just entertainment. Okay, that's me. I'm that
Yeah,
person that
okay.
says that. But
Right.
everybody gets sucked into the
Everybody
social
does
media
get
stuff.
we spoke on what we should be doing in our 30s. We about to
Yes.
trigger some of y'all, okay?
You already know we gotta get a little messy.
So if you're sensitive, you might want to just cut it right now.
Leave the chat now.
If you can't handle feedback and criticism, if you in your 30s, you should be able to. But if you can't, go ahead and cut it now.
Cut the cameras.
But we about to be getting into what we shouldn't.
Yes,
be
let's
doing
get
in our
into
30s.
it.
Why are y'all doing certain things in y'all 30s that y'all shouldn't be doing, okay?
Yeah.
It's becoming too much for me, KP.
Yeah, it is. And it's like we know better at this point.
We should know better. So I think some things we shouldn't be doing in our 30s.
Yes, let's
and
jump
this is
into
just my
it.
perspective, okay? I don't think we should be clubbing every weekend, KP.
Oh,
I don't. Some people, yes, you are making your money from going to the club. So that DJ or promoter or
that's fine.
Whatever you're doing, if you worked or whatever, yes, please be there getting to that bag.
But
However,
if you're just every weekend,
if you just there every weekend,
every Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
popping bottles, and you in your 30s, you need to reevaluate some things.
Yeah.
Because you should have been doing it in your 20s.
Yeah,
okay?
and it's okay to celebrate, but
Mm-mm.
I mean, unless you have something to celebrate each weekend, which we're all blessed to be here, but if you have
Yes.
something to celebrate each weekend, you shouldn't be in the club in
You
your
should
30s.
not be in the club
every
weekend.
weekend.
There is nothing in the club for you every weekend, okay? Now,
Nothing but trouble.
nothing but trouble, baby. 20s, I definitely did. Yes, I
Yeah,
went to the
we
club every
definitely
weekend.
popped out.
Baby, I go to sleep and wake up.
Went to
Go to the
work,
club. Yeah, go to work.
went out, stayed out to 3 a.m., go to sleep, work
Yes.
right back in the morning.
Yeah,
We
but you know what?
definitely
Some
did it.
people missed that in their 20s. So some people didn't get to live that type of life
And
in
I
their
understand
20s.
that.
And I think a lot of people are trying to make it up in their 30s.
But it's not the same
However,
anymore out here.
It's not the same. Reevaluate some things. If you missed it in your 20s, you missed the punch, baby. Keep it pushing. You're in your 30s.
Yes.
You should not be in the club popping bottles every weekend. You should not be in the club just to hang out, kick it. Like, reevaluate some things. It's
like
more
if it's
to
birthdays and events, anniversaries, that's great. Graduations, cool. We understand.
more, y'all. It's not cute. I'll let the 20-year-olds have it. I'm sorry.
And it's expensive.
It's expensive. It's so
We're
expensive.
working on stability, right? Where's the stability with your finance if you're going out every weekend?
You need to really
Please
like, I
don't.
seen Genesis in the club, whatever, because I do not be in the club like that no more.
Right,
So,
we're tired.
if you in your 30s and you want to go to the club every weekend, kudos to you, KP. In your 30s, I don't think you should be acting like you're in your 20s. Like I said,
No.
you're not a spring chicken anymore.
You're not as young as yesterday. You're only getting older. So act your age accordingly, please.
Act your age, and better yet, act your age.
That too.
Because if you in your 30s, baby, you going to the club every weekend and you know you ain't got enough money to pay them bills,
What are you doing?
reevaluate.
What are you
okay?
doing?
But that's not to be, and we're not old. We're still in our prime.
I know y'all trying to pinpoint how old we are. We said we in our 30s.
I'm
That's
not
all you
telling
gonna
y'all.
get.
We just in our 30s, but we're not in our 40s.
Exactly.
So stop acting like y'all in y'all 40s too. Some people be acting too young, and then some people be acting too old.
Yeah, we're definitely classified as aunties and uncles.
Mhm.
Okay, but we're not grand aunties and uncles.
If you are a man, you are considered a uncle, a daddy or the uncle,
Stop.
baby.
And please be real.
In your 30s, okay? You're not a spring chicken.
Yeah.
So
Give it
get
up.
over it. We not 20, we not 40. We're in our 30s.
Like we shouldn't be lying in our 30s. At this point,
Trigger alert.
trigger alert, we should just be standing on business. We should be firm
10
on our
toes.
actions and our answers.
10 toes.
Doesn't matter if it's your mom, your dad, auntie, uncle, cousin, friend, boy, whoever. Please tell the
Stop
truth.
lying.
Please give them the first reaction that comes to mind in a respectable
Now,
way.
if you a Leo, I get it, lying Leo.
I'm
but
done. Not that we point out the Leos. But I mean, just stop lying. I mean, you don't have to hide anything. You're grown.
But what are people lying about, KP?
We're lying about wages. We're lying about assets. We're lying about trips. We're lying about relationships.
That is true.
We're lying about clothes. We're lying about
lying
any
about
and
a lot of
everything.
stuff. Yeah.
We're lying about the stupidest things. And it
Yeah.
like I just want to know a real answer. That's it.
We too old to be lying, y'all, basically. That's what it boils
Like
down
we
to.
are, we're too old. Like if you're grown, you be walking around, I'm grown this, I'm grown that, I pay my bills. Like then be grown and stand on your stand on
10
it.
toes down,
Whatever
baby.
you have to say, stand on it. Stop lying.
Speak your truth.
Right.
Okay.
And can't nobody tell you your truth but you. So
Can't nobody tell you. What else, twin?
What else? I say we shouldn't be faking to your relationship, to your job, whatever it is, because that's what we're going to accept you as. I'll take you for being authentic versus me finding out that you were being fake.
Like I stopped faking a long time ago.
Yeah.
When it comes to even how I talk at work, like I used to feel so like I had to fit in, like at work, because I'm incorporated and I am.
If you're getting the job done, regardless of how you sound, how you may look, how you laugh, how you talk, your demeanor, your banter, whatever the case is, you hired me. So I don't have to fake it. I'm still going to be professional. But I'm not going to fake it with y'all. Especially if I'm in the door.
And speak up to people at work. Don't be fake. If you feel some type of way at work in your 30s, you should be, this is at any age, but really I feel like we've reached a point in our 30s to where you should be like, if something is not going good at work or someone is rubbing you the wrong way, I don't care if it's a manager or a boss, you should feel free to speak up in the most professional way possible and be like, this is not working for me. This is not serving me. We're in our 30s. We got to start speaking up. Okay?
Don't fake it. You don't want to be miserable all of your life. Whether it's the job you're in, whether it's the house you live in, where's the state you live in, if it's the clothes that you're wearing, how you feel about yourself, don't fake it. Do what's really you.
Stop faking friendships. Stop faking fallout.
Stop
love. Faking work.
Stop the fake
faking
love.
money. Stop faking material. Stop faking. Just
it's
keep
exhausting.
It real. Yeah.
It's exhausting.
If you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
Yeah.
If you ain't do it, you ain't done it.
Yeah. And if you're steady faking things, you have to constantly remember what lies you told.
Ooh, and that's hard for
that's
some people.
Really hard.
No, KP, that's so hard for people.
Because I'm a person that's going to listen to every detail, and I'm going to tell you back everything you told me because I'm only going by what you said.
I'm going to remember it.
So keep that in mind.
Baby, that memory, good. I'm going to remember everything. So if you lying and you faking, I'm going to remember it. And you too old. In your 30s to be playing. Some people in their 20s, it's still wrong to lie and fake, period. But like in your 20s, you still kind of learning some things. You still trying to figure out some things about yourself.
Yeah.
In your 30s, like we should, like, of course we ain't gonna have it all figured out.
We're definitely not.
But those are some key takeaways.
Yeah, those are key factors. You should have a firm understanding. Lying and being fake, you're never going to be accepted by people. They're always going to find fault in something that you're doing or saying. And then you're going to be like the black sheep of your friend group or your family.
The boy that cried wolf.
Yeah, nobody's going to believe you. Nobody's going to take you serious. Nobody's going to trust you. Nobody's going to think you're genuine. So I think those are major things for what we shouldn't be doing.
We definitely spit some free game today, okay, about the shoulds and should be doing in your 30s, okay?
Definitely did.
So don't say we didn't let y'all know what was
Please
going on,
don't.
okay? We try to tell y'all.
Yeah, and we definitely dripped in a little drama for you, but we kept it informative, so not too much.
We did. And all I can say with that is we want to thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, thank you so much. Let's toast to that
episode of
Dripping in Drama.
Again, I'm your host, Genesis.
And I'm your host, Kate.